Well, boys, Xbox got. Seeing that, it seems like the FTC actually was able to get the last laugh in this whole little Activision Blizzard Xbox merger, will they, won't they fiasco that's going on here. Because the FTC decided, you know what, we may not approve of it, but we'll allow you to marry this bum. But first off, we just gotta expose who you are to the world. Because the FTC decided to have a little leakage in their email, and of course, it was for one of the biggest tech companies in the world, Microsoft. Well, specifically Xbox. But for the most part, a lot of the things that they leaked were things that we already knew were coming. Like, if you was an Xbox fan, you knew there would be a new console around 2028 whenever they said it was coming. And something else that we kind of knew is it was around that time that Xbox would be getting a mid-generation refresh, seeing that the PS5 Slim isn't out, and I'll be honest, my PS5 is taking up so much space. And obviously there's a few gems in here that we didn't really know, like the new Xbox controller is getting some extra haptic feedback, and even an accelerometer. I'm pretty sure that's also in the PS5 controller. I don't know. I want the adaptive triggers. That's what they really need to bring into this new Xbox controller. And they're also talking about new modular thumbsticks that are more reliable. So hopefully we can stop getting stick drift. It's so weird how third-party companies know how to not have stick drift in their controllers, but yet first-party companies are like, nah, boys, we just now figured out the technology. Also, they're talking about shipping out the Xbox controllers with a rechargeable battery. Now, I don't know if Einstein or Oppenheimer is working at Microsoft now, but Jesus, it took a genius to be like, you know what? People are about sick and tired of buying batteries for their controller. Why don't we just ship them a rechargeable battery that we already make? I just got a brand new Xbox controller for my PC whenever I'm playing more story-based games, and you know what came with it? A rechargeable battery. Now granted, it was because it was the recycled Xbox controller. I don't know what they really did, but it's pretty sad that it took them this long to just give us a rechargeable battery, and it's only for a marketing purpose of, hey, this is the green controller. We recycled only a few parts in this controller, and the rest of it is essentially a brand new controller. So yeah, I'm looking forward to one day my controller is coming with a rechargeable battery. I know we're living in the future now, boys, but something Xbox really should look into are those adaptive triggers that the PS5 controller has. That's pretty cool technology. I really like it a lot. And it goes from innocent little things like that, like, hey, we're thinking about building this cool thing and this other cool thing. It went from that to, oh yeah, we wanted to buy a Nintendo. I think Microsoft kind of knows now they're never going to be able to buy Nintendo, even though Phil Spencer still thinks maybe they could. But let's all be honest here. Activision Blizzard doesn't even make a console, and they had a rougher time getting them than ZeniMax. I mean, like, this was probably back in, like, what, 2020, whenever this document was probably made, maybe 2021. So at that time, before they even tried to really buy out Activision Blizzard, and it took, what, almost a year or two now, they're going, trying to get this company, they're probably like, hey, maybe Nintendo next after we get Activision Blizzard, boys? And that's probably where it came from. But after this, I think Xbox knows that, hey, we can't. It's just a no. Just offer it. We're not getting that. We got Nintendo at home. But I'm like, even though Phil Spencer kind of wants to buy Nintendo, there is a silver lining here. He doesn't want to be evil about it. He doesn't want to just buy up a majority of the Nintendo stocks and then just force them out or force them into a merger. So I mean, like, good guy Phil Spencer, I guess. But back to the consoles. So they said around 2028 is whenever they're thinking about bringing out their brand new console. Hopefully we get a Xbox 360 inspired one instead of a Xbox One inspired one. It's not going so well for that little thing. But yeah, they say they're gonna make it all digital, and I will be honest, I really don't mind because I'm not buying a console. I already have an all digital console either way. It's called my computer. For the most part, I really don't care about all digital consoles. There's some people like Mutahar, or also known as Some Ordinary Gamers, who get, you know, rightfully up in arms about wanting to preserve games. But in my mind, I think we're already doing a pretty decent job of preserving games as gamers. Like, we're able to just emulate most things. So at that point, just get the emulator. You don't need the actual real physical copy, in my opinion. The real physical copy is anywhere you can just play it. So as soon as you crack the DRM, it's now our game, brother. But yeah, it's pretty clear that Xbox was already probably going down the all-digital route, seeing that they're quadrupling down on Xbox Game Pass and the xCloud. I'm like, Xbox is betting so hard on Game Pass right now to where they're basically saying, yeah, the reason why we don't have too many amazing games and we feel like we lost this whole console race right now is we've been focusing on the future of gaming, which is your phone, baby. One day, especially after the iPhone 15 Pro Max, I think, comes out, we're gonna be doing a lot of gaming on our phones, because if you guys don't know, the new iPhone 15 can now play AAA games, which is something I would have never even thought of whenever I was younger. I'm like, this motherfucker got ray tracing on it. If this little thing can get at least 60 FPS, it'll be outpacing my whole PC with ray tracing. But yeah, for the most part, a lot of people are going to the newer technology, which is obviously the phones. Phones are getting smarter and faster, and at this point, better than most PCs. So a lot of people that are even getting into gaming now are just using their phones. And we like to make fun of mobile gamers all the time, boys, but let's all be honest here. At the end of the day, they are just gamers. They only had trash games, but now Xbox and Game Pass and the iPhone 15 and whatever Samsung phone someone's gonna spam in the comments is amazing. You can just play AAA games on them. And in my opinion, I really don't care about most games I play nowadays. Are there really good ones that I've played? Yeah, but at the end of the day, to me, even if they do get deleted because of X reason or Y reason, at least I know I had fun with the game. And in my opinion, hey, I get a little elitist moment. I played it before it was gone. But in my opinion, that's kind of how the world works. Not everything can stay on shelves forever. Like, there's books out there that you can't get because they were discontinued and a lot of them are just lost. There's movies out there that you can't see anymore, even though they were filmed on film. And it's gonna be the same with games. There's just some games that you just can't play anymore. And I'll be honest, I really don't mind it, just as long as I get good games. That's all I want at the end of the day. If you continuously make good games, no one would care if another one got deleted, because we'd be like, who cares? This thing is coming out next week, which is better than that. And if you really do like the game, preserve it yourself. Crack it. Do what you have to do. Remake it even. Hey man, if you can do that and then you're able to save it forever for everyone, good. Thank you. Also, boys, sorry I haven't been able to upload much this week. It's mostly because I've been, working as a grown adult has to, because this channel makes no money. But if you guys want to support the channel, a super thanks would be more than enough. But also, if you guys want to become channel members, hey man, that option's there too. I want to start doing those little things where everyone else has the channel members at the end of the video. And hey, I would assume we would at least need 10 before it will feel significant enough. But hey, one alone, I will put your name at the end just for that. Oh yeah, also the new Xbox refresh console is a trash can. I don't understand why companies are starting to go more and more with this shape. Apple did it, and let's all be honest here, we didn't like that either. Also, the new controller is supposed to be good for cloud gaming, I guess, which is also, whole mobile thing, because obviously the controller is going to be better with working with cloud technology, seeing that you don't have the physical console in front of you. And obviously this will be geared specifically more to people who's using the cloud, so people who don't have a really good PC or mobile gamers. I mean, like, shit, man, with how big these phones are getting nowadays. I wouldn't mind mobile gaming if you're telling me I can play a AAA game on my phone. I mean, like, shit, if I can start getting 120 FPS, just like the refresh rate on a lot of these phones, hey man, I'm good. I'm like, hell, I'm already spending $1,500. It better be able to play AAA games at this point. But what are your guys' thoughts on this whole all-digital future for Xbox, with their cloud service controller to their even new concept design for an all-digital console? I know some people really want to hold on to those disk drives, but I mean, like, if you have a Steam account with a game on it, guess what? You're already in the all digital future, brother. I don't know what to tell you. There's already games that could easily be deleted and you could do nothing about it. And you bought them. You personally bought them because guess what? You already knew, hey, it could be deleted or it couldn't be deleted. It can be up on this server for the rest of the time, or tomorrow Steam could go under and they can go bankrupt and all the servers get deleted. And guess what? There are no more Steam games. But also, the whole Unity thing got even worse somehow. Check out this video right here to find out how.